Look, I'm disrespecting Jalen Hurts, but I'm not saying his name. I do expect games like that with Jalen Hurts, including rushing yards and rushing TDs. I just don't want him to do that on Saturday against against my Giants. I just don't want him to do it. I just don't want him to do it. But I am expecting him to do so. I'm expecting Daniel Jones to have a good game. But I'm expecting Jalen Hurts to have a better game, and I'm expecting the the 49er defense. I mean the 49ers. I'm sorry, the Eagle defense to have a real superb game against that Giants offense. And the reason why I don't believe in the Giants offense, I just don't. You have no receivers. And the receivers that you do have, the same thing I feel about Brock Purdy. The same thing I feel about the receivers that's been playing really, really well for the Giants in the last like 4 or 5 weeks. The game is going to be too big for them. The lights are going to be too hot for them. The pressure is going to be too much for them. Imagine a pressure cooker and you got rice in it, and then you go watch some TV for like 5 minutes because the rice is cooking. All of a sudden you hit a big loud noise. You go in the kitchen, you got rice in your ceiling. It's too much. It's gonna be too much. You know, I don't have so much belief in that offense because you need some type of big time receiver to go with Saquon Barkley and to go with Daniel Jones, and they don't have it. Man, I wish the Giants had a AJ Brown. Hell, I wish the Giants had a Devontae Smith. I wish we had Devontae Smith at least. Man, we gotta go with Richie James and whoever else. Whoever else can't even really name them. Can't even really name them, man. That's crazy to me, man. Like the the wide receiver core for the Giants. And what's crazy is we still got this far with that wide receiver core. We still got this far. Like with Kenny Galladay not playing because why would he? And what's his name? Darius Slayton. The only one that's been showing us some love recently in recent weeks is Hoggins. Hoggins, what's his first name? I'll figure out his first name by the next episode. But Hoggins, he's we he's been showing us some love. But that's what I mean about that pressure cooker with the rice on the ceiling. Is he gonna show us love in a division game against the number one team in the NFC? I don't think so. Pressure too much. Stakes is too high. You know what I mean? They gotta be passing to Saquon like like I don't know 10, 12 times. Hopefully he'll catch at least 8 of them and get big yards, big receiving yards as well as rushing yards. We don't have enough weapons to go to the NFC Championship game. You know what I mean? That's gonna be Eagles Niners in the NFC Championship game. I think the Niners gonna go ahead and take that and go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? NFC AFC Championship game. That's gonna be Chiefs Bills. Beautiful rematch from last year with the stakes higher because instead of a division game, it's gonna be a championship game with the Chiefs beating them again, going to the Super Bowl. But you know what's so crazy about the AFC? Last year, it was Chiefs Bills in the division game with the Bengals right there, as third team, third best team in the AFC basically. Waiting to see who they're gonna play in the championship game. Right? Let the two best teams in the AFC beat each other up. And then you're gonna wait to see who you will play in the championship game. The next year is almost the exact same thing. Only this time, the best team is gonna watch the number 2 and number 3 team beat each other up, and I'm waiting for y'all to meet me in the championship game for 2 years in a row. In the AFC, is the Bills, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. It might be like that next year too. Cause there's no other team in the air. I don't see no other team in the AFC that made any type of moves or show any type of promise that they're going to threaten those three teams. It kind of reminds me of tennis. Men's tennis in the early 2010s or late 2000s when it was basically Nadal, Federer, and Jokic, and it was basically like, oh, Nadal and Jokic is beating each other up. Nadal's is waiting. You know what I mean? Or Nadal and Federer. That's it, Nadal. I'm sorry, Federer is waiting. Or Nadal and Federer is beating each other up, and Jokic is waiting. It's been like that basically towards like basically the whole decade or a 10-year span. That's how it's been from like 2007 to about 2016, 2017, 2018. That's how it's been. You know what I mean? Just two of them beating each other up while one of them just wait for the championship or the semifinals or something. That's what the AFC remind me of right now. It's all about the Bengals, it's all about the Bills, and it's all about the Chiefs. And this year, the Chiefs is gonna watch the Bengals and the Bills beat each other up, and I to see who am I gonna meet in the championship game. And I hope it stays like this for at least another 2 seasons, 2 years. I hope it stays like this until the Jags make the moves they need to make to become a relevant contender, or until the Chargers do the right thing, fire their coach, bring the right coach for Herbert, and they could threaten those three teams, and put their name on the map of the top three teams in AFC, because the Chargers could definitely be the top three teams in AFC. The Chargers could definitely replace one of those teams, either the Bengals or the Bills, if they can get their coaching staff together. They get that together, they definitely can beat. Cause they have pieces, man. They got Eckler. They got the wide receiver core that they have. They have a pretty decent tight end. They got Justin Herbert, who's making moves and coming. They could definitely threaten those teams. So I could see 3 years from now we all look at the Chargers, or we might be looking at the Jags. I could see that happening. You know, but right now I'm having a good time watching the Bengals, the Chiefs, and the Bills. If you was a WWF slash WWE fan during the Attitude Era, these three teams remind me of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Triple H. Two of them was beating the hell out of each other, while the other one sit back, watch them beat the hell out of each other, and then the winner of y'all is gonna face me. You know what I mean? Like that's it. It's making the AFC very, very intriguing. It's very, very interesting. Last year it was the Bengals representing the AFC. This year it could be the Bengals again, or it could be the Bills. Like everybody said in the preseason, the Bills. I'm saying the Chiefs. You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen between these three teams. Is intriguing. It's intriguing to watch. It's fun to watch. I'm very highly looking forward to this weekend. I'm gonna be all into these games, and I cannot wait to talk to y'all about it on Monday. So can you excuse me while I talk a little bit of WNBA? A little bit of WNBA because earlier, Friday, I found out that Breanna Stewart is a free agent. And according to Breanna Stewart, according to her Twitter account, she's looking to either sign back with the Seattle Storm, sign with the Washington Mystics, or come to the New York Liberty. And I'm like, what? Is there a chance that the New York Liberty might get Breanna Stewart? Two-time WNBA champion Breanna Stewart, former MVP Breanna Stewart, two-time Olympic gold medalist Breanna Stewart to the Liberty? What? Man. Oh, not to mention, WNBA top 25 to the Liberty? I'll take that. I would take that. Man, the squad that New York Liberty will have next season, if that happens. The squad that the Liberty will have if that happens. Can you put your minds together and have Breanna Stewart playing side by side with Sabrina Ionescu? Can you imagine that? The things that Stewart and Sue Bird was able to do. Stewart and Ionescu would put that's another 2 championships right there. They both are still young. Ionescu is 25. Stewart is 28. And the way athletes going right now, 30 ain't nothing but like old school 25. Like you go to the league at like 18, 19. By the time you're 25, you're like in your prime. That's basically what 30 is now. So we're looking at like a whole 5-6 years of them playing together. That's at least 2 championships, maybe even 3 right there. Like, and she'll most like she'll get the max contract. Would probably be the highest paid athlete there, maybe. I mean, that's not saying so much with the way the WNBA gets paid. Well, we'll talk about that on another episode because the way they get paid is freaking ridiculous. But team wise, I would love to watch that New York Liberty team. I would love that. Man, Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu in New York City? Man, she gotta think about that, man. She gotta think about that. I know she got other teams on on her mind. I know she do, but man, there's no reason to sign back with the Seattle Storm. Sue Bird is not there. You're not gonna really do much there. Watch the Mystics. I don't know why that's even a consideration. Candace Parker might leave Chicago Sky, so you could think about Chicago Sky. I could see that happening, but New York Liberty, come on, man. That's the team right there. That's the team to go to right there, man. That's something you better really, really think about. Really, really think about. Seriously. So I did a little research on free agents for the WNBA. And you don't really talk much about free agencies when you talk about the WNBA. That's the all season is the NBA and the NFL and the MLB as well. Yes, the MLB. They really take over all season excitement. So there's not so much WNBA all season excitement, but this year is for me. Because you got Breanna Stewart, that's a free agent. You got Candace Parker, that's a free agent. You got Courtney Vandersloot, that's a free agent. Brittany Griner, most likely she's signing back with the Phoenix Mercury, but she is a free agent.